The National President, Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ), Chris Isiguzo, has commended the leadership of Kogi State NUJ for their resilience in ensuring the unity of members. The president also called on the state government to provide a befitting structure for the state chapter. Isiguzo made the call during the grand finale 2021 Kogi NUJ Press Week at the NUJ secretariat, Lokoja, the state capital.
It therefore becomes very, very important that government must have to come and assist Kogi State Council.
The grand finale, with a lecture titled Electoral Act and Future of Nigeria's Democracy, attracted journalists across the state, government functionaries and academicians. The facilitator, the Dean, Faculty of Management Science, Prince Abubakar Audu University, Kogi State, John Alabi, who spoke on the theme, outlined areas of concern if the nation's electoral system must be improved.
As long as the Constitution of Nigeria says any law that does not console or agree with the Constitution becomes null and void. So it is not making. So I'm saying that National Assembly, please have a rethink. The President should also listen. People have spoken. All we're saying is that electoral system is the way to go. You start with the registration, to voting, and to transmission.
The president of the NUJ commended the state governor Yahya Bello for his achievements. He kicked against the National Assembly for voting against the electronic transmission of voting results, describing the action as a setback in the Nigeria democracy.
Isiguzo emphasized that a credible electoral act that will conform to the yearnings and aspirations of the Nigerian people should be adopted.
And our opinion in this regard is the National Assembly must revisit this so that we must include electronic transmission of votes in our Electoral Act in order to guarantee a credible, a transparent electoral system.
Kogi State Chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ), Momojimo Adeiza, in his welcome address, called on the state government to redeem the promises made to renovate the NUJ State Secretariat to create a more conducive environment to deliver on their jobs.
Permit me to also use this opportunity to appreciate Kogi State government and by extension His Excellency Alhaji Yahya Adoza Bello for the peaceful environment provided for everyone to do his or her legitimate businesses. As His Excellency, our governor is fulfilling his electoral promises in other areas, I wish to call his attention to the promises made to the Union that are yet to be attended to.
The state governor's representative, the special advisor to the governor on public relations, Ahmed Bolori, expressed the government's concern and assured the NUJ of swift response to their requests.
The message from His Excellency will be nothing other than calling on the journalists to, just as much as His Excellency is doing in driving the wheels of Kogi State further, that journalists should come together, stick to the ethics of journalism, and ensure that whatever reportage and whatever comes out from them are things that are properly verified and are things that will lead to the development of the society. And may I finally also reaffirm to you that the contribution of His Excellency is going to be on the way coming, and is going to be more than just a promise.
On the electoral process, Bolori also commented.
Just as much as government is looking at increasing or rather improving the welfare of other actors in the electoral process, the welfare of journalists is also very critical. They risk their lives. They enter everywhere and ensure that they report the situation. And if that is compromised, automatically the whole of the election and the entire process will be under question mark.
Youths should avoid thuggery. And equally true, we should avoid vote buying. Vote buying is not an ideal thing. And as much as possible, let the electorate shun collection of money from the politicians.
Awards of icon were bestowed on some personalities whose positive contributions in the constituencies they say speak volumes. Amongst the Kogi indigenes awarded are Tukura Peter Tuwohu, the chairman governing council, Kogi State College of Education, as an icon of community development. David Shola Ayedogbon, a retired deputy director accounts, Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, as the icon of philanthropy in Nigeria. Engineer Abubakar Ohere, Commissioner for Works and Housing, Kogi State, as the icon of quality service delivery, and Leke Abejide, House of Representatives, representing Yaba Federal Constituency, an icon of grassroots emancipation education, represented by his Chief of Staff, Shola Adebola Sam. The awardees commended the professional body for the recognition, said it will only spur them to do more to add their values to the state at large.
They are also keen in identifying with most of his projects and infrastructures, and they now see the quality associated with these projects, and they are rewarding him. So the award is for His Excellency on job delivery, quality job delivery.
I identify with the press, and I identify with this union, NUJ. And I say that our participation in whatever you are doing is a work in progress. We will continue to participate.
On the state infrastructure development and the overhead bridge still under construction, Kogi State government got the people's attention that made the national president NUJ and other members to pay on-the-spot assessment of contractors' performance at the site on Ganaja Road. The president of the NUJ, Chris Isiguzol, gave kudos to the government for the level of work done, while the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Abubakar Ohere, reinstated the government's readiness and promise made to deliver the project in December 2021. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.